Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Bankatsu Akuma. So I just came back from the gym and I kid you not, I was going to start recording right away, but like I already opened turned on my PC and stuff because usually I would turn off my PC during the weekends. But when I turned on everything, I opened OBS, I was gonna start recording. My main PC, the one that I'm actually playing the game on, actually turned off for some reason. And when I tried to turn it back on, it wouldn't boot. So I thought that I had a really big issue about the PC because my friend actually just had to service his PC a couple of days ago. And he had a really bad hard drive, or like SSD basically. So he needed to change the hard disk or SSD since it actually affected his OS. But yeah, thankfully, I'm not really a tech nerd or whatever, but I do know some tech stuff. So I just reseated the memory, and that actually seemed to fix the issue. Thank God. If I had to get rid of the SSD, I'm kind of like it's not really a hard thing to do. I just gotta like remove the GPU and then plug in another SSD. It's just, you know, more of a hassle than whatnot, right? So yeah, thankfully it's just as easy as reseating the SSD, the RAM. Only took me about 5 minutes or so. But yeah, thank God this fixes the issue. But okay, enough about that. Let me actually talk about the last episode recap. So in the last episode, we actually got close to Emmy. Like Ren actually says that, you know, he likes Emmy, he loves Emmy more so than just being his sister. And Emmy talked about how it was difficult for her to trust others because she saw the darkness of the human side, blah blah blah. And yeah, Ren actually wants to help her. I do think helping in this way is not really the best thing to do, but whatever, this is a freaking hentai game. After that, we just proceeded to have multiple sex scenes at back after back. So people on YouTube, I remember they not having a lot of scenes to have to like read through. So that's not my fault. You blame the game, okay? But yeah, this is right after the second H scene, which is like a morning blowjob. So we'll see what the heck Emmy has in store for us. Because I don't like the name Sis Bridge here on the scene name.
ロードしていいんだよね。ロードした。後片付け後片。オート開始。まあ、お兄ちゃん出しすぎ。これじゃあティッシュがいくらあっても足りないよ。ああ、なるほど。ティッシュが足りないなら全部口の中に出してごっくんすればいいってことなんだね。毎回妹に精液ごっくんしてほしいだなんてお兄ちゃん鬼畜すぎだよ、もう。でもそこが素敵。さすがお兄ちゃん。てかせっかく恋人になったのに内緒なの？妹だけど、みんなと一緒に 6P しちゃったし、今さら問題ないと思うよ。そんなに慎重になることじゃないと思うんだけどな。ま、お兄ちゃんがそう言うならそれでもいいけど、お兄ちゃんと2人だけの秘密っていうのも案外悪くないかもだしね。レン君 なか起きてこないけど大丈夫？レンちゃん、もう朝なのですよ。早くタマたちに朝ごはんを作らないとみんな揃って遅刻しちゃうのですよ。どうしたのお兄ちゃん？お邪魔します。あれ、なんでエミリが部屋に？お兄ちゃん、どうするの？お兄ちゃんがなかなか起きてこないから私が一番乗りで起こしに来たんだよ。なるほど。エミリー優秀な妹。
ちょっと待って。この部屋なんだか変な匂いがしないかな。
そうですか？
生臭いというかイカのような匂い。
この匂いってもしかしてお兄ちゃんが外にいっぱい出すからだよ。見てください、ゴミ箱にたくさんのティッシュが捨ててあります。
どうやらこれが匂いの発生源みたいだね。
お兄ちゃんが外にいっぱい出すからだよ。
まさか。
なにどういうこと？すぐにバレちゃったね、お兄ちゃん。残念。もうポンコツなんて言わせないんだから。確かにブラコンは卒業できたのかもしれないです。がしかしポンコツ卒業とはお笑い草なのです。エミちゃんはキューピッドとしては半人前なのです。つまりポンコツであることには変わりないのです。半人前じゃなくてただキューピッドっていう名前がダサいから嫌なだけだってば。私キューピッドを襲名するつもりなんてないから。だってマヨネーズみたいでダサすぎるもん。超ナンセンス。ごめんなさーい。じゃあ将来はどうするのですか？タマはね、先生としてエミちゃんの将来を心配して言っているのですよ。私がちゃんとしてくれないとタマちゃんの首が危ないからでしょ。まあその通りなのですけど、私はちゃんと将来のこと考えてるからね。それならばぜひその将来とやらを聞かせてもらいたいものです。私の将来はお兄ちゃんのお嫁さん。レンちゃんのお嫁さん？いつまでも夢見る少女じゃいられないのですよ。
もっと激しい朝に抱かれたい。やすやす、それじゃ物足りない。
私の将来はお兄ちゃんのお嫁さんだよ。兄は妹をお嫁さんにするって常識だから仕方ないよね。妹でお嫁さんだから略してお芋さん。じゃあ芋めさん。 にかく私はキューピッドになんかならないで今目さんになるねえお兄ちゃんいいでしょ。レン君の心の声が漏れてるよ。こっちが真剣に心配してあげているのに何なんですかその態度は。バカップルは滅びろです。今目さん今目さん。なんだかんだ公認のカップルになっちゃったね。結局たまちゃん以外のみんなはおめでとうって言ってくれたんだからいいじゃん。お似合いだよって言ってくれてたじゃん。妹女と一緒なんだからそんなに浮かない顔しないの。お兄ちゃんもだんだん妹が分かってきたね。でも嬉しかったでしょ。だってお兄ちゃんと恋人同士になったらやりたいことだったんだもん。お兄ちゃんとしたい108のこと。この調子でどんどんお兄ちゃんとやりたいことをやっていこうっと。だから今日一緒に帰ろう。放課後に中庭で待ち合わせね。目指せお兄ちゃんコンプリート。
藤間さん、今日の放課後って暇？
クラスの女子でカラオケに行くんだけど、藤間さんもどう？
藤間さんいつも断ってるけどたまにはいいでしょ？
行きたいのは山々なんだけど、でも今日はちょっと用事があって。お兄ちゃんごめんね。お兄ちゃんと一緒に帰る約束をしてたんだ。
ああ、そうだったんだ。無理に誘ってごめんね。
こっちこそごめんね。また今度誘って。
また今度ね。約束だよ。
And I am back. So I had to re-record the whole beginning part of the game without my voice. So this is gonna be a bit tricky trying to edit out the video so that it's like my commentary is still there along with the actual dialogue itself. Because there are gonna be times when I'm actually stopping in some of the dialogues, right? When I had my commentary, but I had the whole thing on auto mode for the past 10 minutes or so. Because what happened was that like my capture card froze, so it was literally stuck on this screen for the past 17 minutes or 18 minutes that I was recording. The audio was still recording, thankfully, because you know, it actually wasn't OBS that crashed, it was actually my capture card. A quick replug, you know, unplug and replug actually fixed it. But man, I don't know what's going on today. There's just been so many issues. Oh boy. But okay, continuing on.
本当にごめん。それじゃあまたね。
I was saying about how I don't really think it's that much of an issue if she really enjoys being with us more than her friends. But if she doesn't have friends like at all, that is quite an issue.
行こう、お兄ちゃん。
Like I was eating some chips while I was waiting and recording the whole thing, by the way. Amy grabs my hand and immediately starts to dash away. Hey, wait! She doesn't. We look like we're fleeing a crime scene, leaving the courtyard behind.
ここまで来れば大丈夫かな。
Is there a problem with this?
え、何が？
Your friends went out of their way to invite you to karaoke, so you should have just gone with them. I admit that I'm a little happy that she'd prioritize me like that, though. Still, Emi really should work on her friendships, too.
ただのクラスメートだから別に。
They're no big deal to you?
向こうはどう思ってるかは知らないけどね。なんかよく誘われるんだけど、いつも断ってるんだ。
Now that we're on the topic, I realize that I've never really seen Emi with any friends. Emi's got the energy and cuteness to attract all kinds of people, but at least what she's doing is that she actually is being truthful with herself, right? She doesn't trust people, and she actually... the way she acts actually reflects that. What I had to do when I was in high school was, even though I don't really trust people, I still adhere to their good side, right? Even though sometimes I don't necessarily want to go out with them, I still do so, just for the sake of having a calm and peaceful school life. She doesn't seem to ever get along with anyone besides Arla, Rinchan, or Riria.
クラスメートって言っても他人でしょ？それってあんまり信用できないから。あ、お兄ちゃんなら信用できるよ。
So at the very least, yeah, she's kind of being truthful to herself. She can't trust other people. That's why she can't make friends with them. But her brother is totally fine. What to say about that?
お兄ちゃん、なんか言いたげだね。
Yeah. I'm not your teacher, so I won't tell you to go out of your way to play nice with your classmates. I've never been good at playing with playing the hypocrite. But you know, as your brother, I can't help but worry about how few friends you seem to have.
お兄ちゃんだって友達少ないでしょ？
I do! I have a bunch of friends. There's Pochi. You really can't really... Is it... You're not really making a good point, Ren. And Gome-chan. I'm so surprised Gome is Fia. If only there was a Gome route. And Shigeru, they count, right?
お兄ちゃん、泣かないでよ。
I'm not crying.
友達が少なくても、私はお兄ちゃんの味方だからね。
Yeah, you don't really need that many friends, guys. Like, it's good to have acquaintances because they're gonna give you options for a lot of, you know, just overall lots of help in the future and whatnot. Like a lot of people that I know in high school, like work in a lot of different industries, and sometimes when I need help in certain like work, I could actually call them up. So they're good in that regard, but have like friends that are really close to you that you would bond with them for a long time. You don't need too many of them, to be honest. Ah.
よしよし、いい子いい子。
And so, we find that Emi's trust issues are mirrored perhaps a little too well in me. I have to find some way that we can work on fixing her problem. And if she just take the Cupid career idea seriously, that'd be great. The day eventually comes to a close with me in a very wishful mood. Hey, Oni-chan's friends. Did you actually read my mind? I didn't say that out loud.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
Don't wake me up by sucking my D again, Emi. Emi's voice summons me back to consciousness.
お兄ちゃん、朝だよ。いつまで寝てるの？せっかく妹が起こしに来てるんだから起きてよ。
We don't have school today. Let me sleep in for another year or three.
長すぎだよ。もういいからさっさと起きないと。 芋晴らしちゃうぞ。
Good night. That threat has the opposite effect on me. Now I have even more reason to stay in bed. Wait, what did she say?
バックログです。
I'm gonna harass you some more? God damn it, Ren! I want her to do that to me now. Come on, Emmy. I'm waiting.
ちょっと、本当に寝ないでよ。お兄ちゃんはそんなに芋晴らされたいんだ。
Are we really gonna have a freaking 8 scene again? This early?
わかったよ。じゃあ、特別にエミリスペシャルで起こしてあ
Are
げる。
you fucking kidding me? This route is fucking stupid!
いい？行くよ。とにかく起きろ！
Okay, thank you, Emmy. For a sec there, that music really made me cautious. Ah! Emmy just did a full body dive onto me. Critical hit. Ren takes massive damage. Ah! That Emery special is something to be feared.
おはよう、お兄ちゃん。ご機嫌いかが？
I really doubt she's all that heavy. I mean, Ren is probably not someone who works out a lot, so that probably hurts for him. But she's probably what? 50 kilos at most? At most. Trust me. Like, Asian girls are really light. Oh, I feel great. Best I've ever been, honestly. So great that I think I saw a glimpse of the void. That wasn't your usual brand of sexual harassment. That was straight up battery.
でか。
Okay, that was cute. I'll forgive her. Nah, damn you, Ren. It was my fault for refusing to get up anyway. I shouldn't have ignored her. What a mean brother I am.
お兄ちゃん、せっかくの休みなんだからどっか行こう。私と妹しようよ、妹。
She didn't actually say sis date there. I think she just said take me on a date, yeah. Or, you know, take your sister out. A sis date. Yet another combination of words that warrants a cocked eyebrow. I feel like she really is constructing some kind of secret language. Really? Sister plus date?
お兄ちゃん正解、100万ポイント獲得。
Ooh, points! I don't know why I'm playing along with this. I mean, I'm glad you're inviting me out on a date, but you really just want to go shopping and need a gopher to hold your bags, don't you?
バレてー
Wow, she's not even trying to hide it. Amy might be my girlfriend, but she still has that same selfish streak. Though I find that side of her rather endearing myself. I probably just waste time on my games if I stay at home, so sure, why not?
ら。さすがお兄ちゃん、話がわかる。
And so, I find myself getting dressed for a day full of shopping. So, what are we here to buy?
特に決めてないよ。いつも通りな感じ。
Generally speaking, Amy likes to play fast and loose with her wallet. It's like spending money is as natural as breathing to her. Ugh. I'm not very good with those type of women. Please, be mindful of your spending. Shopaholic might be an accurate description of her. I guess we'll just walk around and see what we find then. My sister's kind of the same way, sadly. But I mean, she's using her money and it's not mine, so I'm okay with that, but you know, I feel like when you're with someone, you kind of want to combine your like finance. So I would prefer if my girl, or you know, if I have a girlfriend or a wife, to be more mindful of what they spend on.
それじゃあ早速妹スタート。
Emmy is a real danger to herself when she's like this. She's sure to wander off on her own if I take my eyes off her. In fact, she's prone to doing that even when I don't. As proof of this, I'm not even sure when or where she got the ice cream in her hand.
悩んだら購入、悩まなくても購入。それが私の座右の銘なのです。
You won't have the money to do that for long.
何言ってるのお兄ちゃん。私がお金持ちなのは知ってるでしょ？
War? Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know that. It's undeniable that our allowance is rather meager. Despite this, however, Emmy never seems to suffer for how loose her purse strings are. She used to be a child star idol of sorts back in her side of the world. No doubt she has more than enough money left over from those days to support this behavior. I mean, I don't know how much money those child actors or child stars make, but it's been years, right? They probably met when they were 10 and what, they're like 18 now, 17? 7 years? I mean, maybe she was saving all of the money? I don't know. Like, I don't even know whether or not she got the money herself. The money might be, like, given to her parents instead, right? Point is, she's rich. I don't believe this. I feel like this is not realistic. Nor is it logical.
お兄ちゃん、芋玉だよ。芋玉だよ。
Don't rub my balls while you say that. Those aren't part of her allowance. They're mine.
お兄ちゃんは芋玉なんだから、しっかり荷物持ちしてよね。
Would I do this? Would I just be a gopher to a girl if they actually spend their money and not mine? Probably not. Probably not, yeah. Okay, fine. She's the one with the money, so I should at least make myself useful. That's reason enough to be her pack mule, I guess. In fact, I might as well be content with being her pack mule. Why would I be content with that?
お肉、お肉、私の大好きなお肉。
Amy happily shells out money for a package of meat. What are you planning to do with all that raw meat?
どうするつもりって食べるに決まってるじゃん。
That's not what I was asking.
お兄ちゃん知ってた？高いお肉は生で食べても問題ないんだよ。
I mean, in Japan, maybe. I know that they actually have chicken sashimi in Japan. Also horse sashimi. I've never eaten those though, but I have eaten horse that's cooked. Yeah, that's too much of a risk. Don't do that. Yeah, salmonella. Don't think it's a good idea. I mean, you guys eat sashimi, like you guys eat like raw fish. So technically speaking, maybe it's not that bad.
私はお肉もお兄ちゃんも生が好きだな。
Please don't do that, Amy. We're in public. What's your mouth? She really loves to tease me. I feel like it's all she ever does to me nowadays, actually. Look, what I'm trying to say is, why are you buying meat when you and I both know full well that you can't cook?
お兄ちゃんが料理するに決まってるじゃん。
Yeah, that seems obvious to me. Of course I will. Who am I, her housemaid? I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. Honestly, that attitude is kinda cute anyway. And I enjoy cooking too, so I'll take the opportunity to work with good stuff. You might get fat if you eat only meat, you know?
お兄ちゃんひどい。
I mean, she looks fine. I don't think she works out. I don't think she exercises. So it's unrealistic, but that's fine. Like, my sister eats a lot of meat. She's like me. She eats a lot of ridiculous stuff. She's a glutton too. And that's why she's fat. She doesn't exercise as much as I do. She's not as consistent is her problem. She has gotten thinner before, but she got fat again.
女の子に対して太るだなんて最低だよ。
The word fat strikes a nerve with Emmy. Her cheeks puff out in an obvious show of irritation. I mean, you're not fat, but if I see someone who's clearly fat, I don't mind calling them fat. Sometimes people who get called out for being fat might actually try to change their, like, habit.
私、体重とか体型のことかなり気にしてるのに。
I didn't really think before I said that. Emmy's weight is clearly a taboo topic for her. Really? You actually seem to be on the slim side to me. I doubt you need to worry that much about your figure. I still don't understand why it's such a huge issue for women.
女の子は油断するとブクブクに太っちゃうんだから。
It's not just girls, okay, Emmy? Both guys and girls. You gotta be mindful.
気にしてなかったらあっという間にゴメちゃんみたいになっちゃうよ。
So can I, but I exercise a shit ton. Like, you guys, like, I don't really talk about how much I exercise, but the average person definitely doesn't exercise as much as I do. I mean, even some, well, I can't really be compared to an athlete, but I'm probably below an athlete a tiny bit. Yeah, that'd be a problem. Guys generally prefer women with a little meat on their bones, so to speak. But everybody has a limit to that somewhere in the spectrum.
今上太らせたくなかったらヘルシーなお肉料理を考えてよね。あ、でもちゃんと肉感が味わえるようなのじゃないとダメだからね。
I'll try to remember that. Quite the picky customer, this Emmy.
お酒も買わなくちゃ。
Yeah, gotta pair this meal with something. Ever the budding connoisseur. Wait, no! We're minors! Not happening! We're way too young for that. I don't know what the age of legal drinking is in Japan. I don't think it's 21, it should be 18. But you know, some people actually do drink earlier than that, as long as you don't get like super drunk. I think that's fine. It's not like it's super illegal. Like, it's an unwritten thing that happens everywhere, right?
大丈夫大丈夫。バレなきゃ大丈夫だって。
But I guess they don't want to encourage this sort of behavior, I guess. That is definitely not the main issue here.
お兄ちゃん、後で一緒に飲もう。
I don't think that's a good idea. Last time any of us drank something alcoholic, we ended up having a six-way handjob situation. And that's a pretty nice memory, actually, but...
ちょっとくらいならいいでしょ。ねえ。
She gonna get freaky with me later on?
先っちょだけだから。
Where'd you hear that?
ね、いいでしょお兄ちゃん。
Ah,
お願い。
if you're that insistent, I can't say no. Man, you suck, Ren.
さすがお兄ちゃん。
What a pushover. We must look like such a stupid couple. We keep walking about the area and continue shopping. I don't think people are actually gonna think of us as couple if they can hear her call us Oni-chan, to be honest. Before long, I've grown top-heavy with all the bags and boxes in my arms. Not exactly my definition of a good time, honestly.
お兄ちゃん大丈夫？重くない？
I am. Please say that you are. Do not lie to flatter her, Ren. Ah, this is nothing. You're so trash, Ren. You always do this. You never actually say what you want to say.
お兄ちゃんもアイス食べる？
I don't know whether or not to call Ren like being nice or whatever, but I do not like that. He never actually wants to say what's on his mind when he's like inconvenienced. I feel like that's lying, you know? I mean, Emmy is a good girl and she probably knows that Ren is trying to do this for her, but if we were with someone who's not, you know, a kind person, you're gonna get taken advantage of if you say shit like that. And I dislike that.
頑張ってるお兄ちゃんにご褒美ご褒美。
She already has her second popsicle of the day in her hand. I'm not a dog begging for treats.
いらないの？
Gimme. So much for my pride. Not that I had any left in the first place.
はいお兄ちゃんどうぞ。私のアイスいっぱいペロペロしていいからね。
Please stop saying it like that. Emmy holds out the bar in her hand toward my mouth. I stick out my tongue and give it a good lick. A dose of cold sweetness suffuses throughout my mouth. Suffuses? I don't even know that's a word. I usually just bite those popsicles. I don't really, like, lick them. They're, like, small enough that I can just, I don't know, chomp those things 5 times and they're gonna be gone. But I guess some people like to take their time with eating stuff. I'm a glutton, guys.
おいち。
Mm-hmm. Yummy indeed. Back to stupid couple mode already.
あ、唐突だけど私いいこと思いついちゃった。
That face you're making tells me this might not end well.
両手が塞がってるお兄ちゃんにサービスサービス。スリスリ。
Taking advantage of my lack of free hands, she rests where she shouldn't in a blatant display of harassment. Don't do this in public! What are you doing? Her palms glide smoothly over my crotch. Emmy! I know I chose you when I was horny, but that doesn't mean I want to do this every single time, okay? Even when I'm horny, I'm not gonna do like, outdoor sex with you. Hey, stop that.
おかゆいところはございませんか？わかりました。たまたまですね。
I didn't even say anything.
たまたま。
Now, instead of just rubbing, she's begun to grope at my balls. It doesn't hurt, but it feels half ticklish, half pleasant. We're in public. Enough with the blatant harassment.
報酬の面前じゃなかったらいいの？
No, I would still mine, but if you were my wife, I probably wouldn't. Preferably somewhere in low light.
なるほどなるほど。
Amy continues fondling me and nods sagely to herself.
お兄ちゃんお兄ちゃん、私たまたまいいこと思いついちゃった。
Some dong else? I don't think she actually made any sort of typo with her sentence. Probably just a localization thing. Maybe she did, I don't know. I don't really hear anything weird with her Japanese there. You mean something. Enough with the terrible wordplay.
そうそう、またまたいいこと思いついちゃった。私ね、どうしても欲しいものがあったんだ。お兄ちゃんのたまたまで思い出しちゃった。
What in the world would my boss remind you of?
それはお店に行ってみてからのお楽しみ。
Amy grabs me by the elbow and pulls me along to the next store. Something that What the f-
お兄ちゃん、見て見てこれ、すごい。
When do you buy a dildo, Emmy? I don't think I need to censor this because technically speaking, it doesn't look like a phallus. Like, it kind of looks like a typical massager, but it has weird things in the bottom, I guess.
お兄ちゃんのと同じくらい大きいよ。
If this is the average size of a freaking, like, you know, Japanese dick, Asians would actually have their sizes higher than that. So I actually do not think this is in accordance with real life. Please don't compare me to these. As one can see, our destination was the sex shop.
でもこんなに大きいんだよ。テンション上がっちゃうじゃん。
Her eyes sparkle the way they do when other girls watch a boy band. I don't know what I would say if my wife would suddenly take me to a sex shop store. I'm not really the fond, that fond of sex toys. To me, they're kind of weird. But if it actually enhances it, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it if my wife's into it. But you know, just the fact that they look weird, man. That's my honest opinion of them. So what she's looking at is just a vibrator instead. Yeah, she's getting jittery over a vibrator. There's no other girl in the world this fascinated with sex toys at her age. Or wait, is there? There probably would be some. You're not seriously thinking of buying that, are you?
いつかは使うかもしれないでしょ。このバイブは私よ。あっちのすごくゴツゴツしたやつはお兄ちゃんよね。
What super stiff looking one? Wait. Why would I use any of those? I can feel my butt tighten involuntarily. But my hands are full, so I can't protect myself.
もしかして私とお揃いが良かった？
I think we can go ahead and drop this subject, don't you? Can't you understand that I don't want that? I don't want ours to match. Hell, I don't even want a vibrator at all.
お兄ちゃんはバイブに興味ないの？
I think guys aren't really into that, to be honest. Most guys aren't. I think guys don't even use Ona holes all that much, or you know, those what's the very popular brand of men's sexual toys? I actually forgot the name. I gotta Google this. Let's see. Tenga, there we go. Yeah, those Tenga things. Thank you. Thank you, Google. At least I think so. Or well, I certainly hope so.
じゃあアナルコールにする？それともエネ？
Not really, I mean, I don't mind butt play, but using a butt plug, I don't think I want to do that. I'd rather just shove some lotion into your ass for a couple of days or a couple of months. Oh, save me, Maria! My dignity is in peril!
お兄 兄って妹にアナルを開発されたいっていうのは常識じゃなかったの？
I'm not gonna let anyone play with my butthole. I don't mind playing with yours though. In what parallel universe is that true? If you want to buy me something from here, at least make it a cock sleeve or something. I really don't want to experience a new realm of sexuality at my age.
なるほどね。お兄ちゃんは妹にオナホでシコシコしてもらいたい派なのね。
I'd rather you just use your normal hands, to be honest. A sex toy assisted hand job for my sister. Or for short. Wait, I can't abbreviate that.
お兄ちゃん見て見て。
I really don't want to.
ローターの試供品があるよ。
No, stop! Say no more!
せっかくだからちょっと試してみようっと。
Is she gonna do something kinky with me later on tonight? No! Emmy presses the rotor against me. I still can't resist because my hands are full. Ugh! Sensation coming through my pants. This would be really intense if I wasn't wearing clothes.
どうお兄ちゃん、気持ちいい？新しい扉開けちゃう？
Do you like stick that on my butt cheeks? I'm not a guinea pig for your sex toy experiments. That's the third tee she's done today. I don't think I would have enjoyed that session of date. I don't think I would have enjoyed that, Emmy. I'm gonna say it straight up. I'm never gonna go with you again. Heck, the first time I'm probably not gonna go with you. Once we get back home, the 2% drinking party is immediately underway.
それじゃあ早速乾杯！
Cheers. The expensive bottle of alcohol we bought today is already sitting open between us. It's a demon distilled whiskey. The name on the label is McCutcheon? I don't know what that's supposed to be referencing. I don't drink a lot of stuff, guys. I mostly drink, I forgot I don't even remember the name of the alcohol type. Yeah, I don't even remember. And I do mean it's expensive. Something like 10,000 yen per shot. What? 10,000 yen per shot? I mean, I guess whiskey is expensive, but goddamn. There we go. I drink cognac. There we go. I drink like Hennessy and Remy Martin. Honestly, this is too expensive to drink. Even the world famous Dom Perignon champagne is only 4 times that for a whole bottle. Emmy, make sure you don't drink too much. Try to savor it. It's way too hard and way too expensive to just chug it. Neither of us wanted to become a sloppy drunk.
わかってるわかってる。
I don't really taste alcohol, by the way, guys. I think I've said this in a lot of playthroughs, but I chug my alcohol because I like that it makes you hot, and it's a good social lubricant. So you just it's easy to socialize when you drink alcohol. I don't drink it just because I don't drink it for the taste.
グビグビグビ。
She wasn't even listening.
大丈夫大丈夫。このくらいじゃ酔わないから。私は天使だよ。お酒に超強いんだから。
She's probably lying. Angels are good at holding their liquor? First time I've heard of that. Is that mentioned somewhere in the myths about them? I feel like I need to study up. I think I'd do well to learn more about her side of the world, actually.
お兄ちゃん、天使の分け前って知らないの？
No? Sorry, I'm not really well versed in that.
よーし。天使のことを何にも知らないお兄ちゃんのために、私がいろいろと教えてあげる。
You're already drunk, aren't you?
酔ってないよ。
Really now?
ちゃんと説明するから聞いててよ。
Just drank like 1 shot, of course she's not drunk.
そもそも天使というのはね、ギリシャ語のアンゲロスが由来で。
We're starting with etymology? Her spiel goes on for a while. I learned a lot of interesting tidbits that I can put to use as early as tomorrow. Emmy, meanwhile, doesn't stop drinking as she carries on. I've lost count of how many times she's emptied that glass. My maximum is probably about 13 or so. Like, at 10, I'd probably stop, to be honest. But at 13, I'd probably black out. 13 shots.
それでね、お酒を作るときは熟成させるでしょ？
I actually didn't know that, but okay.
その熟成中に水分とかアルコールが蒸発しちゃうのね。で、最終的に製造量が目減りしちゃうわけ。そのことを天使の分け前って言うんだよ。
Actually, I think I've heard of this somewhere before. Oh, okay. Makes sense. That has nothing to do with your alcohol tolerance. How is that remotely related to being able to hold her liquor?
関係あるよ。蒸発した分を天使たちがこっそり飲んでるのねって言われてたから、そういう名前がついたの。
You steal that missing alcohol?
そんなわけないじゃん。蒸発だよ。
Typo? Then I was right. It's completely irrelevant.
というわけだから、私はお酒を飲んでも酔わないの。
Sometimes I wonder if my sister is just an idiot. They do say there's a fine line between genius and stupidity. With Amy acting the way she is, I'm inclined to believe that. Is she a genius? I don't think she's that smart, to be honest.
ああ、お酒おいしい。このためだけに生きてるわ。
When did you turn into an old drunkard?
お兄ちゃん大好き。
Alright, proceed with the drunk sex, Emmy. You're gonna do something weird to me, aren't you? Yup, she sure sounds just like a super affectionate drunk guy. Emmy suddenly hops over and wraps her arms around me. You're totally smashed, aren't you?
全然酔ってないよ。こんくらいじゃ酔わないもん。
Yup, you're wasted.
酔ってないよ。
Okay, okay, I get it.
酔ってないもん。
Emmy, you're kind of loud. Look, I said I get it. Stop crying. Oh boy. When Emmy's plastered, the tears start flowing. She's a nightmare here to deal with when she's like this. This is why I didn't want to let her drink.
ほんと世の中バカバカ。こんな世の中滅びちゃえばいいのに。
And why is that? Not typically the kind of words I'd want to hear from an angel. I guess this is her repressed thoughts.
他人なんて信用できない。
I feel like these, they're really making the situation way too lighthearted.
お兄ちゃん以外信用できない。滅びてしまえ。
Yes, yes, I know.
何が分かってるよだよ。お兄ちゃんも信用できない。だっていつ浮気するか分かんないもん。バカバカ。
Yes, yes.
何がキューピッドよ。愛なんてナンセンス。
Then do you really not like me or something?
ダサすぎ。私はそんなもの信用しないんだから。
What about your love of me then? What's that? Is it just lust? Damn it, I knew it! There's something wrong with you, Emmy. My ears. Emmy cries non-stop while spewing complaints left and right. Dealing with this really sucks. But this too has some level of charm to it. It does? What level of charm is there in this? Though by now, I guess I find pretty much anything about her charming for some reason. I guess you're blind by the love, Ren. Quote unquote. Quote unquote love. I don't really think this is love, to be honest. Emmy, you've had too much. I think you might as well quit now and sleep off what's in you.
やだやだ。もっと飲むの。飲むんだもん。
Yes, yes. Let's just go back to our bedrooms and rest, okay?
もっと飲みたい。
Guess she's an emotional drinker. I eventually just have to drag Emmy back to her room as she's still crying her eyes out. And so, the chaos of the evening comes and goes. I'm surprised we actually did not get into some sort of kinky sex after that whole session. There was a part of me that was looking forward to seeing what drunk sex might be like. Okay, Ren. But honestly, I'm satisfied with the day ending this way too. Okay. I'm satisfied. We can actually see some more some more story. People on YouTube, you guys are lucky this episode. Unless we wake up to something weird again. Thank you. It'd be a horrible waste not to make use of the high-grade meat Emmy and I bought. So today, I find myself whipping up a meaty meal for Emmy. Here we go.
ウキウキワクワク
Professional chefs say that there's no better sight than that of their customers eager and ready to eat. I have to agree. Seriously, Emmy, you chose one heck of a pricey looking fillet. They actually made a typo in the fillet? Isn't there supposed to be double L's there? What kind of cow is this from? Not that it would have helped to know the answer. I can't really tell the difference between cows. But I figured I'd ask her for good measure anyway.
牛肉何を言ってるの兄ちゃん
Am I wrong? This looks exactly like beef to me.
もしかしてお兄ちゃんにはそのお肉がただの牛肉に見えるわけ
Not just beef, but meat fit for a king, I'd say. I think I'll hold off on saying that.
それはベヒーモスのヒレ肉だよ
Isn't fillet supposed to be double L? Behemoth fillet. Sorry, what?
しかもシャトーブリアンすっごい貴重で高いんだからそんじょそこらの牛肉とは比べ物にならないよ
I don't even know where to start complaining about how weird this is. For those who are wondering, Chateaubriand is a unique, basically one per cow cut, and hence commands the highest price. I think I watched Guga, so he probably mentioned that at some point. A butcher can only get around 600 grams of this out of a 4-kilogram tenderloin cut.
まベヒちゃんのシャトブリは裏メニューで密かに売買されてるからお兄ちゃんが知らなくても無理はないか
Didn't we just go around in like the local mall? I didn't even know our butcher had this in stock. I'm beyond surprised. I'm flat out shocked that this is even a thing.
高いお肉だからそのまま鉄板で焼いてレアでいきたい気もするんだけど
I cannot eat rare meat. They're just way too gamey for me. At least it feels that way and way too chewy. I tried eating rare before, but there's no way I can do it. I'd rather just eat medium rare. Sometimes even medium well. Because here in Indonesia, a lot of the cuts are so weird.
やっぱりカツがいいな
Of course you'd want that. I know it's weird for people in the US especially, the fact that I eat medium well. But yeah, you kind of don't trust the quality of meat here, to be honest. So I can prepare this the same way as I would beef.
ベヒカツベヒカツ
Is this that normal of a meal to you? I guess I can add behemoth cutlet to my repertoire of recipes. Okay, well, I guess I'll get started.
お願いします
I start by coating the meat with a layer of wet frying starch. I still can't get over how alien this is to me, but whatever. Next comes the egg wash, as with anything deep fried. Once that's done, a roll in breadcrumbs is all it needs. Why would we actually make this into like a katsu? Now I'm ready to go. We should just serve it as steak.
いい匂いがしてきた
I only just put the breading on it. Nothing's cooked yet.
じゃあいい匂いがしてきそう
Now that the meat's been breaded, into the oil it goes.
お肉のいい匂いがしてきた
I feel like it's such a waste to deep fry perfectly good meat. You'd want it to be steak. That's literally impossible. I'm not even cooking it on the grill this time.
私にはわかるのなぜならお肉が大好きだから
Do you now? Now just wait until it's done cooking.
まだもういいんじゃない
Not yet. After a few minutes, the fillet's breading is a perfect golden brown. And with that... Ta-da! That's a big-ass meat. I don't trust Ren to actually be able to, you know, make the temperature inside safe to eat. That is a big slab of meat. Man, you really should have just cut that into like small size steak. Order up one delectable behemoth cutlet. Emmy's face lights up with delight when the dish comes into view. A lot of cabbage. Emmy, you're drooling.
よだれ垂らさずにはいられない。だって見てよこれ。食べるのはもったいないくらいの芸術的作品だよ。やばいよ。このほんのりと赤みがかったレア加減。さそうに。
Yet somehow I still don't deserve a properly pronounced good job Oni-chan, I guess. All I did was fry it. If anyone deserves praise, it's the behemoth.
そんなことないよ。だって私じゃこんなに上手にできないもん。
You don't know if it's good yet until it's in your mouth, Emmy. It looks okay, but I don't know how it'll taste.
ありがとう、お兄ちゃ
Hearing that makes it worth going through all the effort to cook that thing.
ん。ねえねえお兄ちゃん。もう食べてもいい？
Might as well. It's getting cold.
いただきまーす。
And here she goes. The crunch of the breading in her mouth echoes throughout the room. Yeah, I feel like that is way too red for me. No, thank you. That is way too red. That is too thick. That's the problem. That's too red and too thick. If it was smaller, I don't mind, but damn, that's not something I'd eat.
このカリッと香ばしい衣。中は柔らかくてとろける食感だけど、ちゃんと存在感のある食感。そして噛んだ瞬間じわっと溢れ出るベヒ汁。
Behemoth juices?
お口の中が魔界村ベヒモス牧場だよ。
People actually practice behemoth husbandry? What the heck is that? Like with grazing and everything? I was sure behemoths were the kind of animal you'd have to hunt.
やっぱりお兄ちゃんの料理は最高。
I guess they actually are like cows, so you pasture them?
いや、それともベヒちゃんが最高？うん、どっちも最高ってことだよね。お兄ちゃんの彼女にもなれたし、こんな美味しいお肉も食べられるし、私超幸せ。
I think you could have done this even when you're not really my girlfriend, Emmy.
幸せしかないよ。
I should note that the only seasoning on that is salt. Slicing and serving it with soy sauce and wasabi was another option. Kind of blows my mind that you can eat behemoth the same way you eat beef. I haven't tasted it, but I have to guess that it's more or less like a ridiculously good cut of steak.
あ、お兄ちゃんも食べる？
I can't say I'm not interested, but I'll pass. I mean, that thing is big. One bite isn't gonna put a dent onto it, Ren. Not one part of me is ready for demon cuisine, I'm sure. Not that I'm prejudiced against it, to be clear. But if I were to compare the demon realm to some foreign country, this stuff would be like the massive American steaks I've heard about. I mean, I've never been to America, but I don't know how big those steaks get. Plus, I'd be a failure of a brother if I were to take my sister's food from her. Really? I mean, just one bite?
じゃあ私が全部食べちゃおうっと。
I mean, I'm a glutton, but if my sister wants to have some of my food just to taste it, I don't mind. But if she's tasting more than that, she's gonna have to order more. Just saying.
ごちそうさまでした。
I'm glad you liked it.
よし、決めた。私はこれから毎日このベヒカツを食べるよ。
You're gonna get fat, Emmy. That thing is fucking big. Every day?
そう、毎日。
Don't blame me if you blow up like a balloon. Damn it, I said it before I could stop myself.
大丈夫。日頃からちゃんと運動はしてるし。
Have you now? Huh. Oddly enough, the anger-provoking concept of getting fat isn't enough to counter Emmy's mood for utter satisfaction. Okay, I'll fry some up for you every day then. That is not healthy. And so, Emmy's everyday behemoth diet begins. If it was a smaller cut, I think she could have actually ate that every day, but that thing is humongous.
いただきます。 うんうん。ベヒちゃんは私に食べられるために生まれてきたんだよね。
I guess it's nice to have a purpose in life, even for the ill-fated behemoth whose body is now her meal.
ガオガオ。あ、これベヒモスの鳴き真似だよ。
Sounds like a pretty cute beast to me. I'm one of those guys that never really get bored of food, by the way, guys. So as long as it tastes good, I can actually eat the whole thing for a year. So unlike what they're trying to portray here, which I assume is Emmy getting bored of the food, I never actually feel this. It finally hits her. The sound of Emmy reaching her limit at last comes in her own voice.
どよよーん。
She actually said the word. What a reaction. You seem down today. It's a problem. Look, it's your favorite meal again.
昨日体重を測ったら
Oh, it's because she got fat. Okay. That wasn't what they're trying to portray. I see.
太ってたの。うん幸せ太りってやつかな。
I don't know what that means. Maybe it's that you gain weight when you're newlyweds. I mean, a lot of my friends actually did gain weight after they got married. The way I rationalize it is because they probably settled down. They don't really need to, you know, look good for other people. So they kind of just eat whatever. But yeah, not really something that I would do, personally. No, you're just eating too much meat.
わかってるよ。それが現実逃避だってことくらい。
Oh, sorry about that. Oh no, I think that was actually fine. Because wait, no, this is not fine. This isn't Amayui. When I actually click enter, the voice line cut off, even though there's no voice line in the next text. God damn it, this game. This game is so old. You don't look all that different to me though. I try to lessen the pall of gloom over Emmy's mood.
そんなことないよ。めっちゃ太ってたもん。
Don't worry, Emmy. If you're actually fat, I'd say it to your face.
数字は嘘をつかないんだよ。
From where I'm standing, you don't look a gram heavier.
本当？ダメよエミリー。お兄ちゃんの甘い言葉に騙されちゃダメなんだから。
No, seriously, I can't remotely tell that you've gained any weight at all.
じゃあ実際に触ってみる？
Huh? What?
ちょっと。
Why did you go naked suddenly? I thought we were just gonna touch your stomach.
ほら、私のお腹を触ってみて。
Why did you like go naked then? I didn't need to do that if I were to just feel your belly. Why are you taking everything off? We're in the living room. Thank you, Ren. I'm the only guy here, of course, but it's still a bad idea to strip here.
だって。
Okay, I get it. Just put your clothes on. And right away, Amy actually puts her clothes on. Only once that's done do I approach her and feel her stomach over her blouse.
どう？
That sound actually makes it feel like it's bouncy. Yeah, you might be getting a little pudgier.
嘘だと言ってよ、お兄ちゃん。
God, your voice actress needs a raise, Emmy. God damn, these screams are insane. The walls echo her howl of despair. The raw emotion in her cry feels like it could rip the fabric of reality around us. Just calm down first. Your belly just feels a little softer than it used to. That's all. It's not that bad. She still looks exactly the same to me. Nobody can tell unless they deliberately press against her abs.
私、ダイエットする。
Ladies and gentlemen, Emery Fujima, the world's newest dieter. I admire that determination.
私が偉い？ダイエットが偉い？そんなことないよ。不良が少しだけいいことをすると、ものすごい善人に見える現象と一緒だよ。
What?
自己管理ができてなくて太った人がダイエットするなんて全然偉くもなんともないんだから。
What? What is this, like, weird burst that she's having. You may be right.
私お兄ちゃんのために絶対痩せる。この体はもう私だけのものじゃないんだから。
And that's not really a good motivation to have. If you want to actually lower your weight, you gotta make it so that, you know, the goal is to become healthy or for yourself or something. If you actually change for someone else, I feel like the motivation is gonna be gone pretty fast. He sounds like one of those drama show housewives with a workaholic husband. How do I say this? Well, it may just be my perspective here, but I actually think it might be better for girls to have a little bit more substance to them. I give her belly a few playful pokes.
ちょっといつまでお腹触ってるの？
I actually prefer girls that are fit, so I don't know what the hell Ren is talking about here. But, you know, this is just preference, right?
くすぐったいよ。
Your belly's just so nice and soft to the touch. Man, this feels so nice. I could get addicted to the bounciness.
お兄ちゃん。そんなにお肉触らないでよ。ダメ。ブリブリしないで。
Is this gonna lead to an H scene, Ren? She sounds kind of sexy now. The more I hear it, the more I get in the mood. I decide I should stop before my lower body gets any ideas.
お兄ちゃんのバカ。
Smart job, Ren.
お兄ちゃんにお肉揉まれたせいで体が熱くなってきちゃったじゃん。
Emmy raises her voice out of nowhere. She's gonna say something stupid like sex is actually exercising, isn't she? What now?
お兄ちゃん、私すごくいいこと思いついちゃった。
An idea. Okay, hit me.
すごくいいダイエット方法思いついちゃった。
Having sex probably burns 100 calories, guys, at most. Whatever you're doing, don't actually have sex if you want to get thinner. That's dumb. Just walk for an hour or something.
激しいエッチをすれば痩せられるんじゃない？
I do a spit take at her ridiculous words.
汚な。
I don't say that. That hurts my feelings. I mean, that is kind of gross though, random.
よし。お兄ちゃん、私とエッチしよう。
Emmy slides up and deliberately presses her chest into me. An unveiled attempt at flirting. What, just like that? Well, I'm not one to say no.
やったー！エッチエッチ！じゃあ早速。
Hey, whoa, hold on!
どうしたの？
Don't tell me you were planning on doing it right here.
そうだけど。
What do people see though? I mean, if you're into exhibitionism, that's fine. But I might not be into that. That tone makes me think there was an obviously that she neglected to say in that line.
今は誰もいないから平気だし。そ
Oh, sorry about that.
たまにはこういう場所の方が燃えるでしょ？
I can see your point, but
もしかしてお兄ちゃんは他の誰かに見られてた方が燃える系？お兄ちゃんがそう言うんだったら私は構わないよ。
there's a harem route, Emmy, so I guess that you might not be wrong.
ちょっとリリネに電話してみるね。
No, stop that!
じゃあ今すぐここでエッチしよう。
I really don't want anyone walking in on us. But I might jinx us if I say that out loud, so I'll stay silent. Alright, let the thing begin. Alright, patreon.com/Azaikyousuke, guys. You guys on YouTube, I will see you guys. Gotta say though, Emmy's like 8 scenes always have the nicest angles. It always shows off her body nicely. Like, Miyabi-senpai's angles are not really the best in my opinion. They're still pretty damn hot, but Emmy's are pretty damn better. I'm not gonna be voice acting this, not because I don't want to. I'm actually very hungry, so I'm gonna munch on my chips while I'm listening to what's going on here. So I do apologize for people on Patreon. But yeah, I will see you guys on YouTube in a bit.
じゃあ早速体重測りに行ってくるね。
And I'm back. That scene was just okay in my opinion. They were, you know, like using some sex toys at the beginning and then it proceeded to just normal sex. I gotta say though, they gotta give Emmy's voice actress a freaking raise. While I don't necessarily think the scene itself was hot, her moans are pretty damn intense throughout the whole session. Like, goddamn. Ooh, she did a good job. That's all I can say about that scene. Emmy gets out of the room without delay. I really don't think you'll see results that fast.
少し痩せてたよ。
Probably water weight, Emmy. Can't be serious. My jaw hangs in disbelief. We just proved that this new, strange diet plan actually somehow works. Don't do this, guys. This is freaking Japanese propaganda so that people actually have sex and get kids. How many calories does sex burn anyway? Probably about 100 per hour?
やったよお兄ちゃん。
So pretty low?
よーし、これからは毎日お兄ちゃんとエッチしよう。気持ちよくて体型も維持できていいこと尽くしだね。
I mean, I don't know if a guy can actually have sex every single day.
やっぱりエッチは最高だね。
Okay, have mercy on my body. Of course I want to help. I want to have plenty of sex too. Be that as it may, I just hope she doesn't drain me into a dry husk. Yeah, it's just you, Tama-chan. Evening has given way to night, and Emmy and I are goofing off in my room. I think I'll probably do this scene before we call it an episode. Emmy on a whim speaks up. Oh, I hope this is another 8 scene though, Emmy.
にアロマバスに入りたい。
This has gotta be another 8 scene, isn't it? Emmy starts gushing on that subject out of nowhere.
お兄ちゃんに説明しよう。藤間エミリことエミリア・アルティメシアの趣味はアロマバスに入ることなのだ。あ、なんてロマンティックな趣味なんだ。
Yeah, I can see why you'd see it that way. Aroma bathing, is it? Sounds luxurious. Exactly the kind of thing that Emmy would like.
寮の生活は実家に比べて豪華だから悪くないんだけどさ。好きな時にアロマバスに入れないのが唯一の欠点だね。
Yeah, we have to be considerate of the other residents after all. And it's evident that Emmy isn't exactly the best suited person in communal life. Or perhaps with her knack for feigned innocence, this might be the perfect environment for her. Whatever the case, a buildup of stress is inevitable for her.
ねえねえ、お兄ちゃん。
Yeah?
寮の大浴場、アロマな感じにしちゃダメかな。
Honestly, it's probably safe to say that's a bad idea. Don't do it. I can imagine Emmy throwing rose petals all over the bathroom on a whim. No doubt the others would immediately have a problem with that. I mean, you can ask them first, you know? Some kind of bath salt would probably be better. Why don't we try asking Tama-chan at least? I don't think won't is the right word to say there.
さすがお兄ちゃん、話がわかる。私の中でアニ株がもっと上昇中だよ。
That line's an easy one to translate. And I've gone and done it myself without asking if you didn't say that. Sometimes I almost regret what a handful she can be. Though it's kind of heartwarming to know she depends on me for much of her self-control needs. What a weird sentence.
ダメなのです。
Well, that was quick.
タマちゃんのケチ。かあ、年上に向かって何ですかその言い草は。エミちゃんをそんな子に育てた覚えはないのですよ。
You never raised her?
タマちゃんに育てられた覚えはないんだけど。
Thank you, Emmy.
そもそもそんなにアロマバスとやらに入りたければ実家のお風呂でも使えばいいのです。
Alright, I forgot that was an option. We could easily just walk back to our old home. It's not even that far.
さすがタマちゃん、いい子いい子。頭を撫でるなです。タマは立派な大人のレディーなのですよ。 よしよし、やーしゃしゃしゃ。首筋まで撫でるのです。
Amy looks as childlike in her treatment of Tama-chan as Tama-chan herself does. And by the gods, the Sama-chan looked like a kid. In fact, if I didn't know better, I might have mistaken her for Emmy's little sister.
さすたまさすたま。
Hey, don't just switch from rubbing her head to rubbing my crotch. Rub the balls of hair on her head, not in my pants.
でか。
Alright, we're gonna get another 8 scene, aren't we? This is just the two of us. And so, Amy and I head for our old home. When we get there, as always, our parents are wholly absent.
そんなに実家から離れてたわけじゃないけど、この感じ懐かしいね。
I feel like YouTube is still not gonna have a lot of a lot of thing to watch in this episode. Damn you, Emi, what is with you? Miyabi-senpai wasn't like this. Her H scenes were actually spaced out. Yeah, I feel the same way.
この家、お兄ちゃんの匂いがする。
Ah, this place still smells like you, Emi. Not Emery, damn you, localization team. I have no idea what the point of this exchange is. I don't mind living at the dorm at all, but coming back here really calms me down somehow.
そうそう、落ち着くよね。
Amy beams, obviously enjoying the moment. Coming back here really seems to have lifted her spirits. Well, time's a waste then. Go ahead and hit the bath.
お兄ちゃん冷たい。
How am I being cold?
だって寮は大浴場でしょ。だからお兄ちゃんとお風呂になかなか一緒に入れないでしょ。
We never got into a bath together. Unless we were kids, probably, right?
芋女になったのにまだ一度も一緒に入ってないでしょ。
Yeah, I guess you're right. You're not denying that we have taken a bath together at this age? Friend. Now I see where she's going with this.
私と一緒にお風呂入りたくない？お兄ちゃんも久しぶりに私と一緒に入りたいよね。
I knew it. I do actually. Like I really do. What boyfriend in the world wouldn't? Of course I want to join her in the bath. I want to get frisky in our own house's bathroom.
だから今日くらいはね、一緒にお芋ろしよう。
This is such a bad route, guys. If you actually want story, this route is so bad.
ああ、お芋ろっていうのは妹とお風呂をハイブリッドさせた単語だよ。
Yeah, I kinda got that. Sister plus bath equals sis bath. Shakespeare's wordsmith skills have nothing on this girl. Yeah, same old half-baked made-up words as usual. I really do want to bathe with you. Is that okay?
そんなの当たり前でしょ。
I can get in the bath with Emu. We can have a one-room adventure in the nude. I inwardly strike a victory pose. I think that's not just the only thing that's gonna happen, Ren, to be completely honest. But I hope it is. Oh, what? She's actually using her swimsuit. This is safe. Hopefully this is safe. But I don't trust this music. I take that victory pose back.
え、いきなりどうしちゃったの、お兄ちゃん。
No, Ren, this is a good thing. You never said anything about wearing your swimsuit. For some reason, Emi got in the tub with her bikini on. I was so excited that we'd be bathing together for real. Damn it! Why must she play with my adolescent heart?
だって恥ずかしかったんだもん。
Why would you choose now to feel any shame around me? We used to bathe together as kids. Okay, you answered the fact that we never actually bathed together as we get older.
それは昔の話でしょ。
We've even had sex completely naked.
もう、それとこれとは話が別でしょ。
Is that how this works? Women have the strangest priorities when it comes to sex. Wait, is she deliberately trying to mess with me? Is this some kind of pre-sex game?
お兄ちゃんは私の水着が気に入らない？
Oh yes, of course I like it. It's cute. But it just makes me feel sad right now. I just wanted to see you naked. I don't. For once, I don't. That's all I have to say. There's a lot motorcycle going by there.
エッチの時にいつも見てるでしょ。
That's totally different.
お兄ちゃん、私と同じこと言ってるし。
Let's just cut this exchange short.
久しぶりに一緒に入ったけど、昔に比べたら狭いね。
We've both grown a lot bigger since then. He speaks the truth. This tub is really not meant for two young adults to use at the same time.
うん、これはこれで悪くないよね。幸せがギューって圧縮されてる感じ。こういうのってすごく楽しいな。
Yeah, this is kind of fun. Of course, Emmy already loves bathing in the first place. Cramped as the tub is, I really wish you don't zoom in on the boobs when we're talking like this, Ren, when you're monologuing. Our skin is touching here and there, nothing can be done about that. And that kind of adds to the fun as well. So...
あ、お兄ちゃん、今私の胸触ったでしょ。お兄ちゃんたら相変わらず変態さんだね。
He truly is, Emmy, he truly is. Touching her there was just an accident, actually. All I did was shift around a bit. How the heck would it actually touch that if you just shift around a bit? It's probably gonna touch like her leg or something. Yeah, you've grown alright.
ん？
Your boobs were nowhere near this size back then.
そんなこと言ったらお兄ちゃんだってそうだよ。今では立派に皮までむけちゃって。
Your sexual harassment used to be almost cute, you know that?
それじゃあまるで今は可愛くないって言い方だよね。
It actually isn't, but it does it does make me horny from time to time, Emmy. No, now it's insanely cute. Ah, you're killing me, Ren. Honestly, Emmy really is irresistibly cute. In a word, she's an angel. No word could possibly be a more fitting description of her. Figuratively and literally.
どうしたのお兄ちゃん。
Could I have a sister complex after all?
今さら何を言ってるの？
No H scene? Thank you, gods! Thank you. Thank the gods! Amy cocks her eyebrow at me as if I'm some random weird object. This music, yes. Please, keep playing this music! Even if she hadn't just said those words, her face would be more than enough to convey that thought. Yeah, I guess I really do have a complex.
なんで衝撃の事実を今知ったみたいな顔してるの？
Because I just realized that I really do have a sister complex.
お兄ちゃん、無自覚だったんだね。ブラコンの私が言うのもなんだけど、お兄ちゃんって相当シスコンだと思うよ。だって普通は年頃の妹とベタベタしないでしょ？
True? Damn it! I can't help that you're so damn cute! Killing me, Ren!
八つ当たり？
But think of it another way. The fact is that you're actually my girlfriend now. I'm not technically afflicted.
そういえばそうだね。
We were just siblings and nothing more whenever we got in a bath together before now. However, now that we're officially lovers, the vibe is way different.
うん、
No! No!
そうだね。
No!
なんか変な感じ。本当に私たちって恋人なのかな？
Don't do this to me, game. What's with the change in tone? Give me this. Emmy's expression has obviously clouded over. Okay, this might be something serious after all. Her attitude sounds vaguely darker, for lack of a better word. Was it something I said? Did I put her off?
恋人同士になったのはいいけど、
No.
キスとかエッチすること以外は以前と変わらないのかもって。よくよく考えてみたらそう思ったの。
Things are basically the same between us as before. All that's different is the sexy part. And we even call this dating? That's what Emmy must be thinking right now. You don't even need to fucking have sex if you want to date. Oh my god. Yes, it's still dating. You guys are retarded. You don't even need the sex part. These guys are killing me. Wait. What are you saying? I paused for a moment to mull this over. What have I been doing since she and I became an item? I've walked to and from school with her. We've gone shopping together. We had that weird day of cooking behemoth meat. Huh. Those are all basically things we've done before I became her boyfriend. You're right. We still do the same things.
お兄ちゃんは本当に私のこと愛してる？
Of course I do. Do you not believe me?
うん、お兄ちゃんのことは信用してるけど、でもなんだかそう思っちゃったの。
What do you think love is, Emmy? Does it need a physical manifestation? No, it does not.
だってお兄ちゃんってすごくモテるし、いつ他の女の子に取られちゃうかわからないでしょ。
You know perfectly well that I only have eyes for you. Not in the harem route, Ren. Technically not in the harem route. But Emmy has her doubts, and I know she can't shake them off. We used to be so close, like actual lovers, minus the actual status. And that does sound nice on the surface, but that statement itself defines the problem. That might be what she's getting at here. At least, I think it's what has her in doubt.
お兄ちゃんってそんなにかっこよくないのにモテモテで不思議だよね。
Yes, because this is a fucking harem game, Emmy! Ren has nothing going on with him. He's a typical freaking airheaded MC. Nothing is special about him. Hey, come on. I'm not that bad. Yes, you are, Ren. I mean, I'm not that confident in myself to begin with, but I have to give myself some credit. I'm at least average, aren't I? You are. No, a little above average minimum. No, you're average.
嘘嘘、冗談だよ。お兄ちゃんは世界一かっこいいよ。
Sure. Oh, Emmy. Thank you. Emmy's an angel, alright. It's a title she deserves for always being there to pick me up. And she's the most adorable girl in the world to boot. Okay, Windows. Don't actually install updates right now. I'm recording. I'm looking at my second PC and Windows is telling me, let's finish things up. No! Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Even when the love is there, it's kind of hard to find the right way to express it to you.
愛の言葉やエッチだけじゃ思いって伝えきれないんだね。
True. But how do I actually, show that I love someone? I mean, the version of love in my head that's, love is the fact that I can actually do anything for them, right? I'm not always thinking about them, but they're taking up a lot of space in my brain, so I think about them quite often, right? That's the love that you can't see, that I feel like you don't really need to show. But Emmy's not necessarily wrong. It's not like you can actually prove it by taking a look inside of my mind. So I kinda get where she's coming from.
誰かと付き合って初めて知っちゃった。恋愛って難しいね。
Tell me about it. For an inexperienced guy, finding a girlfriend seems like one of those lofty main goals in life. Most teenage boys tend to see that as the biggest barrier to overcome. Not really just teenage boys, to be honest. But that's only the beginning.
私もっとお兄ちゃんと親密になりたい。
And how do we do that?
それこそより恋人っぽくなりたい。
How do we do that?
もっともっと恋芋になりたい。
You're saying the same thing. How do we do that, damn it? Enough with the bad portmanteaus. Is that how you say that word? We're talking in real time, not texting each other. She wants to be more like lovers, does she? That phrasing leads me to think it over again. There must be some way to deepen our relationship. Or at least a better way to express how much I love you. Where would I find this elusive method? What could there be other than kissing and sex?
私すっごい名案を思いついちゃった。
Your good ideas are never good, Emmy. And I really don't like the sound of that, but okay, let's hear it. She said the same thing before our little sexercise episode. None of Amy's good ideas ever end up working out that well for me. They tend to simply be lacking in common sense.
お兄ちゃん
What?
アナルだよ
What? What are you talking about? What?
私のアナル処女をお兄ちゃんに捧げるの
What? How does this make any sense? What? What? I'm actually like, what? That's fine by me, Emmy.
そうすればもっと親密になれると思わない
That's fine by me, Emmy. Did I hear her correctly? I could have sworn I just heard my sister say something completely obscene.
おしりのあな
What? Great, I did hear her correctly. I should have known you'd come up with something outlandish.
アナルエッチなんて普通の恋人はしないでしょ
They don't. They don't. I mean, what would I do if my wife suddenly asked me if I want to do sex? Because I love butts, I probably would say, sure. Let's do it. I'll train you for a couple of months until you can take it in the butt. But come on, this doesn't necessarily mean that I love you even more so than before. How would I know? But I guess I'd assume not. Guys like me do wonder what it would be like at times. But no doubt girls in general aren't into it at all. That's the impression I have anyway.
だから私たちはアナルエッチやろしようだってそれって普通の恋人よりも一歩進んだ関係ってことだよね
I am so flabbergasted right now. I'm like, what? I'm kind of speechless, to be honest. Her jump in logic is insane. None of your logic remotely makes sense to me.
どうするのお兄ちゃんやるのやらないの
Let's do it. If you'll have me, I'd like to try.
さすがに
And so it's decided. We're going to have anal sex. Just like that. And it's going to happen in our old home's bathroom of all places. Mom, Dad, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Patreon.com/Azaikyousuke. See you guys on YouTube. I'm not gonna voice act this, guys. I'm just gonna like be calm and enjoy this as it is. What the fuck did I actually just see? This is ridiculous. People on Patreon, enjoy.
モード開始
I'm gonna enjoy this too, but we'll see what the fuck is going on. She is insane, I'm telling you.
アナルエッチの前にお兄ちゃんに両方の処女を奪われちゃった
Okay, we're back, people. Or mostly YouTube. I gotta say that this game is absurd, guys. The sheer amount of the sheer amount of absurdity this game has is fucking nuts. That scene that we just saw was fucking hot. It was hot as hell. It was hot as hell. I actually had to remove my headphones because the amount of screams and moans she was like shouting was kind of making me feel weird and awkward. It was a good thing I didn't voice act that because I had to actually like distract my mind from all of the things that were happening. It kind of just made you want to glue your, like, you know, your eyes kind of got glued to what the hell was going on. It was that absurd. Damn, that was hot. This route is crazy, man. I don't know what the heck the writers were thinking or were on when they made this. God damn, this girl is insane. She's still not Sora levels of good as an emoto, but damn, she's something else. I gotta blur out a lot of the CG, by the way. She's not in her bikini anymore now. So you guys legit will probably just see the text box while everything is blacked out, people on YouTube. But okay, I think I'm just gonna call it an episode right here. This game is nuts. I enjoy this. I definitely enjoy the absurdity this game offers me. I laughed a lot in this game and God damn, this is insane. Okay, I'm not even gonna say too much. Alright, I'm just gonna do my typical outro. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon will be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. Along with people on YouTube that are members, you're gonna get this early access. But please, guys, if you guys want to see this game in its whole entirety, do just pledge on Patreon. You guys are missing out so much by not playing the H scenes. I can probably use that as fat fuel later on. All right, with that said, for people on YouTube that are on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member because that's gonna be where I put the first episode previews of future playthroughs. Okay, I'm done, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or you guys that aren't members gonna be 2 and 3 days as usual. See ya.